Check one, check two, microphone check 1, 2. Yeah, check it out, right? So this is the ISUPK, the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. We start out at 1 West in Harlem, New York under Commanding General Yohana. This is the Tuesday night brotherhood and sisterhood class. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas time is over. Now it's time for us to get back to being family. All right, so y'all know what to do. Get your get whatever you got to get your libations, get all that, man, and then make sure y'all come back. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. Y'all already know how we do. We're gonna play a song to get some time for people to be in here, and then we're gonna get in with the class. All right. And with that being said, you know what I'm saying, we got Matazi Yala in the building. Yeah, we got Matazi Yala in the building. It's going to be holding it down, and we're going to go ahead and knock this brotherhood class out, all right? Now let's get to it.
Sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Been out of these streets, nigga trying to eat while I duck police. Own family stealing from me. I'm on the phone being to pray, but white Jesus can't save me. Get him away from me. I don't know what to say. So many niggas hating me. Get him away from me.
Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome. Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome.
Tryna keep it on the true side, nigga. Laying low to play it cool, nah, nigga. Ass niggas on the team, I've been known to get the green ever since I was 2-5, nigga. Coop hanging out the roof, nah, nigga. Cause I ain't stunting on them. Put my whole team on so they ain't wantin'. When niggas doing bad, you know that they be hating on you. Get the hoping that you fall, they be waiting on it. Bullshit, get bread from the envy. Best friends get to looking like enemies. When you got it in this bank account empty. Perfect recipe to brittle out of jealousy. Looking from a bird's eye view. Learn from everything I've been through. Told my baby girl, if you ain't spending life with the nigga, never let him put a dick up in you. Cause if a nigga wrong, I'ma check that shit. And when you paper long, never flex that shit. Told my son, when you getting money, never trick it to a bop and flip it over, then invest that shit. Give a lot of game, trying to bless my kid. Gotta keep it real, that's the best shit. Got hitters up in Philly, back in Texas. When I get up on the track, yeah, I wreck shit.
Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome. Always sip on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my chrome.
All right, yeah, let's get it, man. Could you please, let me check this, see if they can hear me. Testing 1, 2, 3. All right, yeah. Okay, yeah, testing 1, 2, 3. Damn, it's smoky as hell in here, man. Most High in Christ, you know what I'm saying? Christmas is over, and it's time to get back to being family again, right? Because, really, Christmas ain't about as much family as people think it is. You know what I'm saying? It's really just a day that you can stomach your family because you don't want to be around them for the whole year. And you know what the biggest Let me move over. And you know what the biggest what's that word called? Excuse. The biggest excuse is that this is the only time we all get off. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. You can meet up with your family any time of the year. You got 364 days to do it. You can go and get with your family anytime. You know what I mean? And but you just don't want to. You know what I mean? Because guess what? When it's time for a funeral, don't everybody get off? Yeah, everybody get off. If you really want to get with your family and everybody want to do something, then you can do it, right? You ain't gotta go against the Lord to do it. All right. So back to the brotherhood, man. Back to the sisterhood. It's time for us to, get ourselves together. We got New Year's Eve coming up again, you know what I'm saying, which is going to be another test that if we're not wise, we're going to fail. With so much going on, I don't see why, anybody would, be so happy. And then, and then on top of that, January 1st is not the new year. All right. It's not even a new year. How could it be the new year when we're in the dead of winter where everything is dead? The new year is in the time when you see the trees budding, you know what I mean? The flowers budding. When you got that smell in the air, like of new plants and flowers. When you see the neighborhood young bulls on the ATVs and the bikes doing wheelies, like a damn fool in traffic. When you see people pull those motorcycles out, that's the springtime. You know what I'm saying? When you see that weather break. Go ahead. You want to say something? You got to unmute your mic.
Oh,
no, you good. You good.
Sir, Slack, if I may, it's when we see the earth renew itself. Like it'll go from the dead of winter to the newness of spring. They don't call it the dead of winter for nothing.
Right, that's right. It's not the dead of winter. They don't call it right. The dead of winter for nothing. But because we, and then we want to make them stupid New Year's resolutions, which is so stupid. We go into the next year like, yeah, I'm going to work out this year. Then you go and spend a ton of money. Everybody goes spend. That's how Planet Fitness stays in business. From them New Year's resolutions, because they know, like, how could they stay open if you just paying $10 a month? You know how they doing that is because they get you in it, and because they get such of a big influx at the beginning of the year of people trying to make New Year's resolutions, and then you pay this money and then you don't go. That's really how it goes. You pay all this money for what's that called? A treadmill, a $5,000 treadmill, a damn, a body, the machine, the whole upper body, the Bowflex. You know what I'm saying? You get the whole Bowflex. That thing, they don't even tell you the price in the damn commercial because it's so damn expensive. Right. Then you get the Bowflex in your crib, which is super big. You got to get somebody to come and set it up in your crib, and now it's old. So then you just start hanging clothes on everything because it's a good clothes rack to dry clothes with and underwear. So, I mean, let's not go into the next year, the same foolish way that we came out of last year. You know what I'm saying? I want to go into some videos. Let me see. I want to show y'all this video too, man. Y'all going to be like, man, this is crazy. Let me just bring some stuff up real quick. YouTube. All right, no sweat. All right, so YouTube. Let's go. Okay.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more.
So let's see what's going on this time. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to figure something out real quick. There we go. Yeah, it won't give me this time. Yeah, it won't give me this time. Yeah, I got it this time. Yeah, they had me stumped the last class. I was like, what is going on? All right, so boom. All right, so I just want listen. Let me get to this one more second, so I can bring it up. I had to play that. Okay, let's get that, and let's go up to 12. Up to 12 minutes. All right, boom. So I'll hold this because I just want to bring this out. All right, so I'm sharing my screen and Windows. All right, no sweat. All right, cool. All right, so the ISUPK brotherhood and sisterhood class, man, that's what we're talking about today. You know, I want to get a couple of scriptures, right, so we can get started. If y'all got any questions, y'all already know what to do. Throw them in the chat, man. Shout out to Itara. What's going on, Itara? Shalom. Yahweh Shemal Atham Bashim Yahweh Shai. Not the Zaga Bars. Princess. Labaya. What's going on? Labaya. Yes, like it. Shalom, sis. Yahweh Shemal Atham Bashim Yahweh Shai. April. Cornette. Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Atham Bashim Yahweh Shai. Danisha Jones. Yahweh Shemal Atham Bashim Yahweh Shai. Thusiyam, Shalom, Lord Christ, just starting page, Shalom, Yahweh Shemal, Thamba Shem Shai, Zara, Trooper Nahalia, Shalom, Lord of Christ. What's going on? So look, do me a favor this time, man. If y'all could, you know, thumb up the video, thumb it up, right? Thumb it up, and let's just do me that solid, all right? Last week, I think it was we had 40 people in here and we had 2 likes. That's horrible. That's horrible. All right, we got more, this is brotherhood and sisterhood class. You know what I mean? Then everybody in here should be able to get the HBO special. You know what I mean? Y'all get to help a brother out. All right. All right. Let me see. Shalom, shalom. What's going on, Shawak? Shalom, shalom, Melanie, shalom, shalom. All right. So, boom. All right. So, what we talking about brotherhood and sisterhood. Something very important in the nation of Israel. Something that we got away from. Something that is able to be exploited because we don't have none. And because we don't have no brother and sisterhood, this is why, you know, we get subjected to being whores for Best Buy on Christmas. This is the same reason why we get subjected to being whores for Walmart, right? Because we have no brotherhood, no sisterhood, no infrastructure. You just name the list and it keeps on going all the way down, right? And the more brotherhood we have, the more sisterhood we have, the more closer we get to achieving the goal. And what is the goal? To get saved from our enemies, man. You know what I'm saying? Because look, we're going into a new year, you know, new things are going to happen. You know what I mean? New situations are going to present themselves. Things are going to get harder. I was just in the grocery store, you know, everything is going up, you know. I went to the grocery store, got some lunch meat and stuff the other day, and the lady was like, the lady was like, that's gonna be $124. I'm like, damn, you know, that's crazy. I could have went to McDonald's and we all could have ate. For $14.99. Yeah, it's cardboard, but I would have been able to eat it with some money in my pocket. Mm-hmm. All right, let's get to this brotherhood and sisterhood. This goes for y'all too, because sisters, you know, you definitely got to get this sisterhood. All right. Let's go with Job 17:5. Job 17:5. Let me get there with you. Write these scriptures down too, man. Don't be sitting there just looking at the damn TV. Get up, go in the room, and get you a piece of paper and a pencil, man. Write it down. Y'all know how it is, man. You go into that college course, you ain't gonna pass if you don't write down no notes. All right. Job 17:4. I want to get there with you real quick so I can just see it. Okay. All right. So you can start at 4 and 5.
Con. Book of Job, chapter 17, verse 4. For thou hast hid their heart from understanding.
Right. And that's our minds. You know what I'm saying? Like our minds are hid from understanding. You know what I mean? And this is why, you know, when you meet a man, you meet a brother, you meet somebody that has understanding, even a sister, you know what I'm saying? You get with that person, man. You know what I'm saying? And you learn, and you don't continue to be stupid, you know. That's like an issue that we have, is that we run from understanding. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to a sister today, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, we know that we're not supposed to be celebrating Halloween. You know what I'm saying? But we still go and rationalize doing it. You know what I'm saying? They say that when you know better, you're supposed to do better.
Right.
You know, we know that we ain't supposed to be celebrating Christmas. We know that it's pagan. We know that Christ wasn't born on December 25th. Come on. There's nobody that can play stupid. We full well know it. And the people that don't know, and when they do find out, they still going to try to find a way to do it, even after you do know, because it is something that is compelling us to try to be a part of America, because we want to be so equal with America. We want to be so equal. We just want to be the same as the oppressor in every other nation that's in America. But just remember this, that same equality that we want to have with other nations is going to maintain our inequality with all the rest of the nations. Right? Because the minute you try to keep up with Christmas, guess what's going to happen? You're going to be broke. The other nations ain't going to be broke. You're going to be broke. Right. Have you ever heard an Asian person say, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to do about these bills. Never heard it in your life. Matter of fact, you never even seen a Chinese person pumping gas. Never even seen it. Mm-hmm. Drop it in the chat if you've seen a Chinese person pumping gas. Where the hell they get where they get the gas from? You know, and this is what we gotta, you know, understand about about you know what's going on. We gotta get understand. We gotta that's right, that Isha, man. You know what I mean? I ain't never seen it. But they here, ain't they? Right. I ain't never seen it. I'm like, think about that. Have you ever seen a Chinese person pumping gas? Never. Never seen them at the pump, like, you know, pump 1 for 2, nothing. But check it out, right? So it says that for thou hast hid their heart from understanding. In the Bible, your heart is your mind. All right, you got it.
Therefore shalt thou not exalt them.
Right. We won't be exalted because, you know, that understanding is hid from us. You know what I mean? And the reason that the Lord that is hid from us, not because the Lord is cursing us and, you know, and we just fallen under these punishments of the Lord. No, we brought it on ourselves. Look, when it talks about us keeping the commandments of God and saying, okay, if you keep the commandments, this is going to happen. If you don't, this is going to happen. It's no different than you telling somebody, yo, man, you better quit hustling or you're going to go to jail. You know what I mean? Somebody should have told Gunna that if you keep hustling, if you keep rapping about hustling and murders, eventually you're going to get caught up in the RICO. If somebody would have told Young Thug that if you keep dropping all the details about the rhymes that about the killings that you did and the stuff that you masterminded and you put it on tape, of course, at some point the feds might listen to it and put you in a RICO case. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing as when we don't keep the commandments. What's going to happen as a result of us not keeping it is we're going to be on the bottom and we're going to be exploited by other nations. So are we cursed? No. Did we bring the curses? Did we bring the punishments on ourselves? Yes. We're in this position because we are devoid of understanding, and not by you know, just not just because we're dumb people, but because we just choose to be stupid. We choose to, you know what I mean? And because we choose to, this is the result. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, if you not to trust your enemies, and what do? Try to trust our enemies. We try to figure out a way to trust them. And because we try to figure out a way to trust them so goddamn bad, right? We always get stung every single time by that scorpion because we keep on trying to prove the Lord wrong. Well, maybe we didn't have enough meetings. Maybe enough people didn't get out and vote. That's what it was. Enough people didn't vote for Joe Biden. Joe Biden is the president of the Ukraine. He gave another $45 billion to the Ukrainians. The Ukrainian president came over here and stood up in front of Congress and thanked everybody except niggas. I thought he was about to say, he said, man, I want to thank all the people that's in the diaspora. I thought he was going to say black people. But you know who he was talking about in the diaspora? Ukrainians that live in America. That's what he was talking about. That diaspora, not the diaspora of the niggas that's here, not the people that's on the bottom going to work every day, cleaning toilets to pay for the war over in Ukraine.
Go ahead. Sir, if I may, they shouldn't even be able to call what they're going through a diaspora. And guess who was behind them? Kamala Harris. She's the top, the speaker, the person in charge of it. She was right behind them with Nancy Pelosi. She the one that got the damn Ukrainian flag. Right. Go ahead. Salak, if I may, this is how they muddy the waters and muddy the lines and change definitions of things and make things just confusing because they do stuff like this.
Yeah.
Now, when we say diaspora, you got to explain that you're talking about those that were affected by the transatlantic slave trade and not those that were displaced because of the war in Ukraine.
Exactly, right. And look, they didn't gave over $100 billion, man, to the Ukraine. $100 billion, man. You know how much money that is? That's a lot of bread. I don't give a damn how many guns you trying to buy. Look, man, I'm trying to tell you. And they got, not only did they get that, but they got weaponry, they got tanks, all that kind of stuff that was given to them by other nations in NATO. You know what I'm saying? Like tanks and Humvees and all kinds of stuff that they've been given. But for some reason, niggas can't get a $2 reparation check. It's so much smoke and mirrors when it comes to reparations. It's like, damn, okay, how much do they owe? How much do we owe black people? Well, we owe them $9 trillion. All right, print it up. Print it up. What the hell? They acting like this whole thing is backed by gold. This economy is not backed by gold. This economy is just backed by paper. Print up more paper. Right. Print the paper up and give it to black people. Right. Damn, how hard is it? They're like, well, we gotta talk about it. We gotta discuss. We gotta have bipartisanship. Man, to hell with all that. There ain't no bipartisanship when they sitting off $1 trillion to them, everywhere else. Damn, they need to cut it out with all the bureaucracy, the stuff, and then it's so condescending that it shows how they look at us. It definitely shows. And guess what? Black History Month coming up, and now we're supposed to be happy about being black. What the hell are we supposed to be happy about being black for in February? Why? Because George Washington did a bunch of nice stuff with a peanut? Makes no sense at all, man. We're talking about brotherhood, man. Could you go on to the next chapter, please? Verse 5. Yeah. Where you at?
The book of Job, chapter 17, verse 5. He that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fall.
Yeah,
Salaki.
Yeah, flattery. Like when you speaking flattery to your friends, it's like, you puffing them up. You know what I'm saying? You puffing somebody up, and it's not really being a friend. You know what I'm saying? Like if when you have a friend, man, you want to keep it real with that person. You know what I mean? You don't want to just, speak good things to somebody. That's why Gunner is sitting in jail. Well, not Gunner is sitting in jail. What's his name? Young Thug. He's in jail right now. Why? Because his so-called friends around him spoke flattery. Oh, you're just so wonderful. Oh, every song that you put out is just so great. Oh, the music is so fire. Oh, man, it's hot. But nobody told him, yo, man, you should start rapping that stuff on tape like that. You should stop doing that. I know you're making money off of it, but maybe we might get the RICO. But because nobody gives a damn and nobody's your real friend, this is why you around people that speak flattery all the damn time, right? Let me see. I want to.
Slocky, so April, yeah. That was Job 17
and 14.
And 17 chapter 4, verse 4 and 5.
4 and 5, yeah. All right, let me get Ecclesiasticus.
Okay.
37. Let me see where he at. 37. Yeah, if y'all, this is my Apocrypha. This is the Bible 1611 with the Apocrypha in it. So this goes out to. I want to show y'all something too, real quick. Lock it, real quick. I want to show y'all something. I'm gonna go back to my screen in a minute. All right, let me see. I want y'all to see this. Hold on.
This is a massive Bible, and yes, it's as heavy as it looks. It's a first edition King James Bible that was printed in 1611. So this is over 4 centuries old. And I'm going to open it up to the New Testament title page. Bibles typically have at least a general title page at the beginning and a New Testament title page. That's a little trick for you. If you find a Bible that doesn't have a title page, look for the New Testament and you may be able to find out the date. So there's the New Testament title page. It's dated 1611. And on the other side, we have the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha was included in the first edition King James Bible and was taken out in the 1880s. The printing of this Bible is, magnificent, the work that was done over 4 centuries ago. Now, some of you are wondering why I'm not using white gloves.
What the hell he doing with our book? Right. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm like, man, the old, the world side of me is like, man, I'll kick you in your ass and take that damn Bible. Like it about my language. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting on the first edition. Ain't that something? It's crazy. That Bible is probably worth all kinds of bread. He's sitting on it. But the point that he was saying was it got the Apocrypha in it. Right. So if it got the Apocrypha in it, and they was taken out in the 1800s, then why what's up with all these Christians talking about it's not canonical? It's not canonical. What the hell are you talking about? You don't even know what the hell you talking about. It's not canonical. Well, then how the hell you know what he's talking about when he said there's neither Jew nor Greek? You don't what? There's only 2 people? Right. You make no damn sense what they be talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it was Johnny come lately taken out. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we have it here in the scriptures, and we're going to it right now. Oh, going to it right now. All right. 37. Let me get 37 and 4. Ecclesiasticus 37 and 4. You said who took it out and why? That was the Protestant, or the protestant Christians who took it out. You know what I'm saying? During the time of the Catholic Church. You know what I'm saying? They took it out. They had the Catholic Church take it out. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason why they don't, and I'm gonna tell you, this is the reason why they don't want it in there. They don't want it in there because it shows how the oppressor came on the scene. It shows how the oppressor came on the scene, and if that's in there, then it will go against the narrative, you know what I'm saying, that Christianity tries to push. Because like you'll read scriptures where it says when what's his name, Alexander the Great, what Alexander the Great did during the time of the Greeks was he unified the Edomites. Right. He unified the Edomites. And when he unified them, they were able to conquer the world in the dark nations. And then it said that in that time, that's when evil started to be multiplied in the earth. You know what I'm saying? That's the oppressor. That's Cain. That's Cain back. You know what I'm saying? In full effect. You know what I'm saying? That's Esau, the Edomites. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you see in the book of Maccabees. You see the Edomites come into power. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's talking about. And that's why they wanted it taken out. So it skips over, if you know anything about history, the book of Malachi was the Persians and Medes were ruling. And then it skips to the Roman Empire, which is the book of Matthew. So how does it skip over the Greek Empire? You know what I'm saying? And that's what it takes out. It takes out the history of the Greeks. All right. All right. No sweat. So we're going to Ecclesiasticus 37 and no, what's that? Yeah, 37 and 10 and 4. Yeah, 37 and 4.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes. Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37, verse 4. There is a companion which rejoices in the prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble will be against him.
Right, because that's fake friendship, fake love. You know what I'm saying? And we've all experienced that at some point. But in here, you don't have to experience that. You know, you get to. I mean, how many ops do we got? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I turn on damn TikTok. It's kids out there talking about they got ops. Like, damn, what do you? I mean, come on now, right? And so it's because, you know, we be so quick to just call somebody our friend when they're really not. All right. Any more? Let me see. Yeah, let's keep going.
There is a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly.
Right. So this this is pretty much bedrock when we're talking about friends. But that friend for the belly is that person that, you know, if you was to do them wrong, you know, they wouldn't do anything wrong to you. I mean, okay. Let me back it up a little bit. There's a friend that if you wouldn't do them wrong because it would hurt you. You know what I'm saying? It would make you sick. You know what I'm saying? If you was to do that person wrong. And you know what I'm saying? There's friends for the belly, man. You know what I'm saying? And brothers in this school, you know what I'm saying? They're friends for the belly, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I could never, you know, do something wrong to these brothers or leave these brothers or not be loyal to these brothers because, you know, it would hurt me in the end, right? Keep going.
Come. And taketh up the buckler against the enemy.
Right. That's the shield, man. You know what I'm saying? A brother that's going to be there, you know what I'm saying? And a brother that's going to fight with you, man, against your enemies, man. And we do it every week when we go out to camp and we fight against the society. We fight against the Roman Empire. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we do. And we do it and we fight with our mouths. You know what I'm saying? We don't take up no, you know, weapons or anything like that. We don't hurt nobody. We don't, you know, kick nobody in a behind. We don't do that. We go out there and we go against our enemies, man, because our enemies is everything that comes against the Lord, right? Go ahead.
Yeah, right. Verse 6. Forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful of him in thy riches.
Right. Forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful of him in thy riches. Keep going.
Every counselor extolleth counsel, but there is some that counseleth for himself.
Right, like, you know, so with number 6 is like forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful of him in thy riches. Meaning, like when you got it and he don't, you know what I'm saying? Like you want to, you know, keep that brother, you know what I'm saying? Like look out for a brother, man. Give him the HBO special, you know what I'm saying? To help a brother out special, man. You know, you might have it and he might not, but you know, don't be unmindful of that brother, man. And when you got it, all right. Verse 7, every counselor extolleth counsel, right? But there is some that counseleth for himself, you know what I'm saying? Because there's, you know who counsels their self? All those fake Israelites that's online. Them niggas is sitting home taking counsel on their own, and they don't have nobody that's watching over them to tell them when they're doing something stupid.
Right.
Somebody that they have to answer to. You know, I got to answer to somebody. Somebody's that there's men in this school that I have to answer to. Right. And you know, as you go up, the check-ins get meaner. You know what I'm saying? So you know, you gotta make sure that you going and you getting that counsel from the men above you. You know, and as long as you follow the counsel, you'll be in the best possible position, because when brothers counsel themselves, they always end up falling in the end. You know what I'm saying? Because you sitting home and you like, I don't want to follow no man. You know why is the Bible the only book that we read that we don't need nobody to help us with or help us break down? Like that, it's the craziest thing ever. Right. I always use this example. I'm an electrician by trade. Yeah, I went to school. I went through my apprenticeship program and all that kind of stuff. Blah blah blah. Right, but I got the National Electric Code. It's a book, like 3 of these books together, thick in thickness. I can't just you could buy the National Electric Code. You can go to the store, go to United Electric and be like, I want the 2022 edition of the National Electric Code. Okay, take it home, read it, study it. But is that going to make you an electrician? No, it's not going to make you an electrician. If I pick up the book of anatomy and biology and of anatomy, I can't go in there and do heart surgery. I can read a book on heart surgery, but it doesn't mean that I'm a heart surgeon. It's the same thing with the scriptures. You got to be taught by the men of the Lord who the Lord set up, not YouTube, not what's it called? Not Joel Osteen, not some video where you don't even see the person talking. They just playing a bunch of clips talking about the Leviathan that's coming out the monster with 10 horns and 10 crowns and all that kind of stuff, and you looking at it like it's an actual boogeyman type of thing, and you getting that understanding from somebody that don't understand the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? So get it from the brothers that was set up by the Lord to to teach. All right. All right. Verse 9.
Khan. This is the book of Ecclesiastes.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 37, verse 9. And say unto thee, thy way is good, and afterward he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee.
Mm-hmm. Could you let me see? Did I skip one?
Khan.
All right, you got it.
Verse 8. Ecclesiastes chapter 37, verse 8. Beware of a counselor, and know before what need he hath.
Right. Don't be going and getting counsel from somebody with ulterior motives. You know what I'm saying? Like we do that a lot. I remember when I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? And I would go to the old heads, the old head gangsters on the block and be like, so like, what should I do? And they like, well, look, don't even worry about it, man. Just kick the door in. You know what I'm saying? Just kick the door in and just go in there and grab them and then just put the gun. You know what I mean? Like they giving you bad counsel. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what we do. It's the same thing. They go into that one lady, Ayamwa, whatever, that old lady who give the relationship advice. They going to her, and she's 69 years old and left her husband at 69. She was with this man for 14 years. Leave her husband at 69. Like, you got to be an a-hole to leave your man at 69. So what, you going to go out here and you going to find a new man that's not going to cheat? You know what I mean? Of course he's going to cheat. You know what I mean? For some reason, we believe that relationships is just all about happiness. Right. Relationships ain't all about happiness, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about your flaws with the person that's with you can put up with. That's it. You know what I mean? Because just like I remember the cat was saying, you're not even just think about yourself. You're not even a great person to be with all the damn time. But the person that you're with is a person that you can be with, that could tolerate the stuff that the things that they might not be so pleasant. And the same thing vice versa with you and your rib. There might be things about your rib that may be unpleasant all the time, but the good outweighs the bad. And so both of y'all can suffer a little bit to be with each other, because overall it's better and more beneficial for y'all to be together. You get my point? And it's not about, you being happy all the damn time. Where the hell they get that at? You got sisters out here making themselves a baby mom just because they're not happy. See, he didn't make me happy. Like, what the hell does that mean? I wasn't happy. What the hell? It makes no sense, man. It's ridiculous, and we got to stop taking counsel from people like that, right?
Right.
And know what's in their mind, man, what they want from you before you go and get counsel. Go ahead.
Khan. For he will counsel for himself.
Right. He'll counsel for the things that he wants, or he'll you'll be like, well, should I go for this interview, or should I do this or that? And he like, look, man, this what you should do, man. See, you should forget all that. You know what I'm saying? You should forget all that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, come roll with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He giving you counsel because he wants, you know, he is for something for himself, something that he might have benefit with. You know what I'm saying? Or, man, you know what? You should check out this new rapper, man. See, this new dude, man, you know, you should check him out, man, because he the hottest in the street. But really, you just want to get a piece of the action. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to be careful of who you're getting counsel for and make sure that person you're getting counsel from doesn't have an ulterior motive or not just trying to counsel you for their self. Go ahead.
Lest he cast a lot upon thee.
Right. Unless he basically, you know, tell you to do something and then see what the hell happens as an outcome.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, right. Roll the dice.
Right.
Go ahead.
He gambling with you.
Yeah, gambling with you, with your life. You know what I'm saying? And just to see what the hell is going to happen behind bad counsel. There's plenty of people that get bad counsel. You know, I've seen people at the job, right, at some of my old slaveries. And, you know, you got a worker that's, you know, they might be a little bit disgruntled, right? So everybody else acts like a bitch, right? When it comes to saying something to the supervisor, right? Say the supervisor might be a froward supervisor. You know what I mean? He's a little bit stern and he don't play no games with nobody. He not cool with nobody. And then, you know, you might have, you know, we might all be in the break room or something. And they like, man, I hate that person, man, blah, blah, blah. Man, you know what, man, I should go say something, man. You know, but you ain't really gonna say nothing. But you know, because you don't want to lose your job. So you like, man, I'm gonna say something, blah, blah, blah. Then there's always that person that's scared to say something. They're like, you know what you should do? If I was you, I would go right up in there and I would say something. You know what I mean? I'll say something exactly. I'll tell them what it is. Knowing damn well if it was you, you wouldn't say a damn thing. But you giving somebody else, you know, counsel to go do something that you wouldn't do. So you're casting a lot, you know what I'm saying, for that counsel. You're casting a lot. You gambling. So now they say, you know what? You right. I'm going to go tell them something. And so you're trying to live. So that person that gave you that bad counsel is trying to live through you because that's what they would want to say to the supervisor, but they're going to use you to say it. Go ahead.
Salaka said they want you to be the crash dummy.
Yeah, they want you to crash out. Mm-hmm. They want you to crash out. And that, you know what I mean? And that's a horrible thing. And you don't want to get counsel from people like that. All right? Let me get Philippians 4:11.
Come.
Get there. Galatians, Colossians, Ephesians, Philippians. Man, sometimes I forget about that book. You know, Philemon. I don't see nobody pull Philemon. Mm-hmm. There we go. Verse 4 and 11. Philippians 4 and 11. All right. Yeah. Y'all, let's get the likes up, man. We got 25 people in here. Let's get it. All right.
And far as the likes, for some reason, this only registers the Facebook likes. So they may be hitting the likes. It's just not registering because you just can't see it from StreamYard, sir. I
thought I seen one go down. Somebody said, what? You want to keep talking? Keep talking. We're going to go ahead and reverse this joint. All right. No sweat. All right. So let's get it.
Book of Philippians, chapter 4, verse 11.
Uh-huh.
Not that I speak in respect of want,
mm-hmm.
for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content.
Right. We got to be content with what the Lord gives you. You know, and a lot of times we're not content with that. That's why we're able to be, you know, talk to like a damn, you know, child, you know what I'm saying? Because it's something out of the situation that we want. And we don't have to be like that. You know, be content with what the Lord gives you. You know, I'm perfectly fine with that. I'm perfectly fine, you know, understanding that, you know, in my life, you know, I might not be rich. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to be a thousandaire, though. I'll take that. You got to be rich, but I'll be a multi-thousandaire. I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, whatever the Lord gives you, man, be content with it. Be okay with it. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you'll be good to go. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, whatever situation you put in, you know what I'm saying, with your friends, you know what I mean, your brothers, you know what I'm saying, just be content with the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like Command Junior Hunter and them, man, you know, they slept on the floor in the basement, you know what I'm saying? And they did what they had to do to get us all here, you know, and it's because they were content with what the Lord had for them at the time, you know what I mean? And that's how we all have to be. All right. Ecclesiasticus, let me see, 37:1. Got a few more. But I want to show y'all something, right? I want to show y'all the power of the media. The power of the media. Let me show y'all something real quick. All right. Let me add this stream real quick. But let me get no sweat. Could you give me, I want to show y'all something. This is gonna be a sidebar, but it's for the brotherhood though. I wanted y'all to see something. What? That's oh, hold on, let me see if I can click it off. Oh, okay. Okay, all right, not the Zaga Bars Princess. All right, the water, sis. Appreciate that. All right, so look, I want to show y'all something, right? Check this out. Now, today, when I was before I came down to class, right, I was watching The Breakfast Club. I was watching The Breakfast Club. Did y'all watch the ADL joint on The Breakfast Club? I want y'all to see something, right? So I'm watching the CEO of the ADL, right? Now, the Anti-Defamation League is basically, you know, a defense organization for Jewish people. I didn't know that it had so much, like they actually scan and look at stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're like a watch group. They're on the computer scanning. They're like out there like putting their feelers out like to see everything that's going on. And when they see stuff, when they see like you put stuff on Facebook, when they see stuff on YouTube, when they see stuff on, any kind of social media, Intel, all kinds of stuff, undercover stuff, they get that information and they report it to the FBI, right? And so this CEO basically came on to, they're the people who had Kyrie Irving had to sit down with the dude and talk about this and that, what he was saying and blah, blah, blah. Y'all pretty much know everything, right? But I want y'all to hear something real quick, right?
Because that's no longer the practice in the international community.
Oh, not that one. Let me share my screen. All right, his name is Jonathan Greenblatt. Man, Greenblatt. That sounds like something you catch on your feet. Like, man, I got a Greenblatt on my feet. All right, so check it out. Here we go, right? So he's going to talk about, now listen to what he says, right? Now they're talking about the Black Hebrew Israelites, right? The Black Hebrew Israelites. Yeah. They're talking about it, but I want y'all to hear what he says, though. All right? I'm going to mute my mic up, so...
Now, as it turns out, after 11 hours, the hostage were able to free themselves. The FBI shot and killed this man because he came out with his weapon. But interestingly enough, the next day when the rabbi was on CBS and they asked him, what would you think? The first thing he said was, I just want to thank the FBI, law enforcement, and the ADL for the training that I got that helped save my life. So when we talk about what is anti-Semitism, it's a crazy, ISIS radicalized person coming from the UK, thinks that Jews have too much power. It's two white supremacists getting off a subway train at Penn Station because they've heard that they wanted to go shoot up a synagogue. It's Black Hebrew Israelites this weekend. What, today's Monday? Tuesday. Wednesday.
It's going to air on Wednesday.
anti-Semitism. It's a crazy ISIS radicalized person coming from the UK thinks the Jews have too much power. It's two white supremacists getting off a subway train at Penn Station because they've heard they wanted to go shoot up a synagogue. It's black Hebrew Israelites this weekend. What today's Monday? Tuesday.
Wednesday.
What's going to air on Wednesday?
Sorry. So it is over this past weekend in Staten Island on Sunday, a Jewish man who he must have been Orthodox because you could identify that he was Jewish, and his son were shot by a young man with a pellet gun as they came out of
BB guns. I did see that, yeah.
And so
Yikes.
when
Okay, all right. So check it out, right? Y'all heard what he said. Hold on. All right, y'all heard what he said. He said that it was black Hebrew Israelites, right? This is old though. This is probably like a couple weeks old. But he said it was black Hebrew Israelites who shot a Jewish guy and his son with a pellet gun, right? Now, remember, this is mainstream media right now. They got millions of subscribers, right? So let me show y'all something. Let's look at what he's talking about. Hold on. Let me go to YouTube. All right, let me make this screen smaller. Let me go to YouTube, right? And let me type in, I'm going to type in, Jewish man shot with pellet gun, right? All right. So this is the now this is it.
Hey, have you ever heard something like this before? Who wants to make $1 zillion online without having to do a single thing? Just send me the money and I'll make.
There's a strong police presence here today as the NYPD investigates whether this disturbing incident was a hate crime. Now, Jewish residents in this diverse community are shaken, especially since this comes amid a sharp rise in anti-Semitic incidents citywide. Police tell us about 4:30 p.m. Sunday outside the Island Kosher Market on Victory Boulevard in Staten Island, a 32-year-old Jewish man and his 7-year-old son were on the sidewalk, both wearing yarmulkes. Investigators say a dark sedan with no license plate drove by, and someone inside fired a pellet gun, hitting the father twice in the chest and the child near his ear. It's scary because you don't know when you're walking around the city.
I think it's very sad what happened to this father and son.
Other shoppers here were surprised that an incident like this could happen here. But the NYPD tells us anti-Semitic incidents for the month of November citywide were up 125% over November 2021.
To be honest with you, just very scary. You know, this is a very peaceful neighborhood.
Y'all remember what he said? Y'all remember what he said? He said that I'm gonna play it one more time just so y'all can see. I'm gonna bring this point home. I promise you I'm gonna bring it home. All right. I'm gonna bring it home. All right. So, boom. Let me go here. Let's go back to what he said. Hold on.
Wake that ass up
in the morning.
The Breakfast Club
killed this man because he came out with his weapon. They came out of
BB guns. I did see that, yeah.
And so I just want to thank the FBI. They wanted to go shoot up a synagogue. It's black Hebrew Israelites this weekend. Now, as it turns out, after 11 hours, the hostage were able to free themselves. The FBI shot and killed this man because he came out with his weapon. But interestingly enough, the next day when the rabbi was on CBS and they asked him, what would you think? The first thing he said was, I just want to thank the FBI, law enforcement, and the ADL for the training that I got that helped save my life. So when we talk about what is anti-Semitism, it's a crazy ISIS radicalized person coming from the UK thinks the Jews have too much power. It's two white supremacists getting off a subway train at Penn Station because they've heard that they wanted to go shoot up a synagogue. It's black Hebrew Israelites this weekend. What today's Monday? Tuesday.
What's going to air on Wednesday?
Sorry. So it is over this past weekend in Staten Island on Sunday, a Jewish man, he must have been Orthodox because you could identify that he's Jewish, and his son were shot by a young man with a pellet gun as they came out of
I did see that, yeah.
And so when he was asked by the police, they said it was a hate crime. He said, how could it be a hate crime if I'm a Hebrew? This is the kind of fiction that Black Hebrew Israelites say that white Jews, quote unquote, aren't really Jews. So anti-Semitism.
All right. Hold on. All right. So hopefully that wasn't too much. All right. So look, check it out, right? Y'all heard, okay, y'all heard what he said, right? Hold on, let me get right here. Hold on, let me bring it back up. All right. So y'all heard what he said. He said, I showed y'all the story, right? That he was referencing to on the Breakfast Club, right? He said it was Black Hebrew Israelites that did it, right? Let's go. Let me show y'all who they actually caught the guy. They caught the guy, right? Let me show you a picture of the guy. Hold on. Hold on, where is it at? Hold on, where is it at? Yeah, hold on. It's Staten Island, right? Oh, let me see. I'm bringing it up right now. I actually have it on my phone. I was just trying to bring it up, but knowing this, they could have took it down. Well, let me show y'all. Hold on. Guy in Staten Island. Hold on. Let me try to switch it up. Give me 1 second. I'm telling y'all, well, y'all gonna laugh. Hold on. All right. I can't type as fast as some brothers, man. All right. All right. I'm about to just. Okay, so it's not trying to come up, right? But I got it in my phone. So if you could show this picture right here to the camera. So just so we don't keep the people waiting. Hold on, let me show y'all real quick. Hold on. Show y'all my photos and screenshots. This is the guy right here. If you could show that to the screen, because for some reason I can't find it on here. But that I found it before I came down here. Now look at this. Hold on. Let me bring it up. Let me break this up. Hold on. Let me make it bigger. Hold on. I can take this down now. That's the guy. That guy right there. That's the Black Hebrew Israelite that he said that he was talking about. That said, I'm a Hebrew too. And if you read the caption, what does it say? The caption at the bottom.
New York City man who shot at Jewish dad, young son, hit with hate crime.
Hit with hate crime. So if you could back it up just a little bit, yeah, right there. That's the Black Hebrew Israelite that he was talking about. But you see how the narrative got spent? You see that? The narrative got spent. You see that? You see that? You see that? Pop? You see that? Look. They said it was a Black Hebrew Israelite that did it on mainstream media, right? And everybody, you see DJ Envy, and then they was like, "Oh wow, I did hear about that," right? It was because when he got on there, he said, "Oh yeah, it was, you know," and he was like, "What's anti-Semitism?" He said, "Is Black Hebrew Israelites who would shoot who shoots a Orthodox Jewish man with his son with a pellet gun, and the narrative was that it was a black person that did it, and you see when they arrested the guy, he happened to be a white guy. That's the media, man. Let me get Oh, you got the picture? You can throw it up. How'd you find it that quick? Maybe it's the browser I'm using. Okay. Let's, and then I got a scripture. Brother, he on point. Hold on, I could take this out. Hold on, I could take this out. That's the guy right there. So he must, if he's a black Hebrew Israelite, then well, then I'm Michael Jordan. Yeah, that's a crazy. You know what I mean? Damn, man, that's crazy. Like that's crazy how the media be trying to. And that was just a lesson in that one. That's just a lesson in the media. You know what I'm saying? Like just to show brothers, man. Like, man, look, and this is just to show brothers, man. Like what they say, man. Don't be believing what you hear, man. You see DJ Envy, they like, oh wow, I didn't know that. He like, yeah, it's black Hebrew. And he said when they called him, he said, how can I be anti-Semitic if I'm a Hebrew Israelite? They reaching now, boy. They ain't trying to vilify God's chosen people, man. They trying to vilify us crazy, man. To fit their right. It says crazy how Melanie said, she said crazy how the mainstream media lied to fit their own narrative. Yeah. That's it. Wanted to show y'all that. You know what I'm saying? Can I get Psalms 55? Psalms 55 and 21. No, I just had to, I wanted to just show y'all, man. Just show y'all that. And nobody said nothing like, wait a minute, that was false, man, what you said. You know what I'm saying? Like, because we don't got no black watchdog groups. You know what I'm saying? We don't got no, if the stinking civil rights movement would do something, if the damn NAACP would do their damn job, if the Urban League would do their damn job, these black groups that are supposed to be about social justice are just weak. They're just weak. If black people made Kanye West supposedly made a false comment about Jewish people. And what happened? He lost everything. Well, not everything, but you get my point, right? Now, Kyrie, he put up a movie he shared or whatever, and they canceled him for that until he had to apologize 1,000 damn times, right? For what they believe to be false, putting out false information, right? Now, here he is. He goes on Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club got 4 million subscribers. Plus, they're syndicated. So they're all across the nation. So there's people that don't live in, Staten Island. There's people that live in California, people that live in Idaho, people that live in, the Breakfast Club is in over 40 markets. You know what I'm saying? Different markets. So there's people that's not going to do the research because, they just, oh yeah, it said it on the Breakfast Club. Okay, so it must be true. He said it on the Breakfast Club, so it has to be true. So you got people out there that's in their mind, that's what they think. Oh, these black Hebrew Israelites, they shot some Jewish dude in Staten Island. But then when they found the guy, we see who the guy is. It's a damn white dude.
Right.
Go ahead.
Sir. And if I may, Salakia, but the guy said in that Breakfast Club, he just said that the guy said that he was a Hebrew. And that's true in a sense, because he's a descendant of Abraham. Maybe this can make a way for them to not be able to say people are anti-Semitic. Maybe they can use this case to go and fight against the people saying that you're anti-Semitic because you did this or did that.
But check this out.
Because your actions were this and your actions were that against this people.
But check this out. He said specifically it was Black Hebrew Israelites that did it.
That's true too.
He said, at the beginning of his statement, he said, because the question was, what is anti-Semitism? He said, it's Black Hebrew Israelites who go and take a gun in Staten Island and shoot a man and his son with a pellet gun. That was the narrative. He didn't say like a Hebrew. He said specifically a Black Hebrew Israelite. Because the whole reason that he's here is because of Kanye West and what was going on with Kyrie. That's why they got him in there, because he's there to try to do damage control.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. For Jewish people, because these things are starting to get out about, Black people being the real Jews and stuff like that. It's not Black people being Jewish. They don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? They don't have a problem if you submit yourself to a Jewish rabbi. When you go in and you live by the confines of Judaism.
Right.
They have no problem with Black people claiming that they're Jewish, because you're not. You're still under them.
Right.
You'll never be a Jewish rabbi. You can be Jewish and go to a synagogue and all of that if your mother is so-called Jewish, right? They have no problem with that. What they have a problem with is Israelites. That's different. That's a totally different thing. That's Black people. That's the niggas in this place trying to be that, but it's more radicalized. It's something that they can't control. And that's why they have a problem with that. And that's why they're on, the Breakfast Club.
Right. Con.
Okay, young man Brian. Okay. Right, he didn't look nowhere near a Judite. Right, and we're not on colorism and stuff like that in here. But damn, that's clear. That brother looked like the landlord. Yeah. That's right, John Yahweh. But let me get Psalms 55 and 21. If we knew this, then maybe we'd be better off.
Book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21. Mm-hmm. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
That's right. You see that? He got right up there and was smooth talking. They ate it up. You know what I'm saying? And Charlemagne, he's giving tougher interviews, you know what I'm saying? He's giving tougher interviews to people. He made Lil Mama cry. You know what I'm saying? When Little Mama went on there, he made her cry, talking about she got the face of the old people. You know what I'm saying? He's gotten people on there. He's notoriously known for giving people hard interviews. You know what I'm saying? But when he gets on here with this man from this organization, he's, they're perfectly fine with getting taught. You know what I'm saying? But when it's our people on there, it's a different narrative. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, well, why you ain't doing this? Oh, why you ain't doing that? Well, why you ain't doing this? Oh, I don't agree with that. You should have did this. Your music sucks. Blah blah blah. But when it comes to us, it's like, oh, I didn't know that. Nobody got on their iPad. They got what's that called? Computers right there. They could have. Hold on, let me check that real quick. Fact check. Ain't they always fact checking everything we say? Hold on, let me fact check that real quick. Hold on. It should have been somebody that was on the boards that's in the back that said, hold on, let me fact check that real quick. Because when you get on mainstream media, you better make sure that you spitting facts. You can't go on mainstream media spitting stuff that you don't know. You know what I'm saying? They tell you that easy on a radio station, a national radio station. You get fired for that if you go on there spitting facts that's not real. You're like, oh yeah, cause see, it was a Black Hebrew Israelite who was the one that shot him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you putting out a false narrative. Because what if there's some Jewish people that say, you know what, I'm tired of Black people doing this stuff to Jewish people. I'm tired of this, man. I'm gonna go do something about it. Now you did something and got somebody, put a battery in somebody's back that don't know the full story, and you putting out a false narrative that could get somebody hurt. All right. But it said, what did it say?
Psalm chapter 55, verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
That's how it is, man. We love the oppressor and we hate each other because his mouth is smoother than butter. That's all they want to say is how much they love niggas. That's all the Democratic Party do. How much, oh, we love black people. Oh, we love black people so much. See, black people, you know, see, we love black people, man. We just, oh man, I just love their black skin. You know, we we fall for the okie doke every single time because their mouth is smoother than butter. You know what I'm saying? And this is why, you know, we voted for Joe Biden. I was talking to the sister today. I thought I could remember Joe Biden. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought maybe Joe Biden did say, I heard somewhere where he said, if we don't vote for him, we ain't black. Thought he said that. Am I wrong? Y'all let me know in the chat. Did y'all hear that or I'm tripping? Right. Which one? Delaware South, what you say? Let's see his statement. Right. And he gave Nick Cannon, he did give him $500,000 to the ADL because he was on there talking with the dude from Public Enemy. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Professor Griff. Yeah, he was on there talking to Professor Griff. Delaware South, what you said? Let's see the statement. You want to see it again or something? And then April said, if someone say Black Hebrew Israelites, are they speaking about all 12 tribes? Yes. They're speaking because when they say Black Hebrew Israelites, they lump us all together. It's not like they're speaking just specifically black people. They're speaking to anybody who thinks they're an Israelite that's black or just Hispanic, Native Indians, anybody who we out there that's on that 12 tribe chart who joins the organization, who rocks out, who teaches it, who lives by it, all of that. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about it lumped all into one. But the Black Hebrew, when they say Black Hebrew Israelites, that's to take away the credibility of it. You get my point? It's to take away the credibility of what we do by saying it's black people doing it. So it's what they call that is it's dog whistle. It's dog whistle racism. You know what I'm saying? Like we said in a few other previous classes, dog whistle politics is you say certain things that people that is on code with you can understand, right. and they don't they do it in a way where it doesn't offend anybody. So when they say Black Hebrew Israelites, it's politically correct today, but to like conservatives, to people that feel like they're losing the country, to them, it sounds like niggas who's acting like real Jews. That's what it sounds like. That's what it's really echoing. Niggas who ghetto thugs, criminals who are acting like they're real Jews. That's what it sounds like to people who are in the know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and so it's to take away the credibility. If you say anything with black, if it's remember they did it with Islam, and they was like, oh, these are the black Muslims in America. These are the black Muslims, the black what's it called? The Nation of Islam, a black organization, the black Muslims. They do it all the time. You know what I mean? But the one thing that's accepted is Christians. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a Christian, then you're accepted. Like nobody has a beef about you being Christian. You know what I'm saying? Now, okay, is it true that Jewish people are Jewish? And they yes, right? Because you can read in Antioch. You can read, you know what I mean, about, you know, there was people that converted to Judaism, that converted to you know, the religion of Judaism way back. The thing is, the real Jews went into captivity, but they were able to maintain what they had. You know what I'm saying? They were able to maintain their customs. So when we went into captivity after captivity after captivity, they've been there. You know what I'm saying? They've been there. And then captivity, we go into captivity, we go into Syrian captivity, we go in all these different captivities. Now we in America, when the transatlantic slave trade, they're still here, right? Maintaining what they learned from us. They're maintaining it. But over that time, over those centuries, they, you know, started to redefine what it was. And it comes from this, it comes from that, it comes, you know, you be your Jewish mother and all of that. So they changed it, but you can see what in the time of Kings, where they kicked us out in the time of Kings. Remember when they brought all the heathens in? Yeah, they brought all those heathens in. Yeah, so it goes all the way back. Remember when Christ was at the well, when she said, you wanted something, our father David or something like that, and he said, ye worship, ye know not what. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was telling her, like, you don't know what you worship. You know what I'm saying? But she thought that she was, you know what I'm saying, like her father was Jacob and all of that because of, you know, because they were there and they got put in that land and we got pushed out. And then they just, like, over the centuries, they just always maintained it, and we went into captivity, our backs getting beat, our identity getting stripped from us. And as the generations keep coming and going and passing away, we just lose a little bit more, and we just kept losing it more and more and more with the generations. And then when we got to America, we just lost it. Remember, we was in slavery for 400 years. You know how many generations that is? That's a lot of generations. Even in this life that you live, you 50, you done seen a lot of kids. You done seen a lot of people grow up and have kids, and then their kids grow up and have kids. If you 80, you done seen a lot of people grow up, have kids, their kids have kids, their kids have kids. You done seen like 4 or 5 generations in less than, 100 years. So just imagine, all over the world, you know what I mean? Just imagine like a whole, nation of people, and then everybody die off, and then the kids of the kids grow up, and they're adults, and they have kids, and their kids have kids, and then it's just, as the time goes on, we're just losing the way. We're losing the old path the whole way down, and now we're here, and in 2022, and we just completely don't know what the hell where we come from. You know what I mean? And then you got the Israelites who are coming saying, nah, we are the Israelites. Wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? And it's a big pushback of what we're doing, because it's actually real. You know what I'm saying? So to discredit it, they say, oh, they're black people. They're black. So that automatically disqualifies you in the court of public opinion. All right? Yeah, he did. He said, if you don't vote for us, you ain't black. And now we see that he's the president of the Ukraine. And he didn't give no money. He ain't giving no money to niggas. Niggas can hang it up. And if they do give money to black people, it's probably going to be, like, probably not an amount. Like, come on. Was it California said they was going to give the black people, they was going to give black people reparations. And it's so funny because it's like, well, damn, okay, so you're going to do it you're going to give something to some in the state? You know what I mean? It's not going to be like something that's federal, where everybody would get it. You're going to give one state? Like, that makes no sense. So yeah. So yeah, so brotherhood, sisterhood, man, that's what it's about. Read it one more time from the and then I'll go ahead and just kill it. Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 55, verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
The words of his mouth were smoother than butter.
Right. And that's Joe Biden, that's everybody. All of them. Not just the Republicans. The Democrats too. That's where we mix that up. We think that it's just the Republicans that's wrong. No, both of them are. They're all about power, both sides, and it don't include niggas. All right? Keep going.
But war was in his heart.
Right. It's always war in their heart. Every single time, every single way you turn, they could act like their words are smoother than butter and tell you, oh, peace, brother. Oh, see, look, it's all about us coming together. How many times we heard that? It's all about us coming together. See, it's about, we gotta see our differences with each other. They know, man, don't nobody know black people more than white people. You know what I mean? Black people don't know white people more than they know themselves. Let's cut out the games. We don't need to learn nothing more about each other. We know everything. We've been mortal enemies since the time of the Greeks. We've been mortal enemies, like a mouse and a cat. Mortal enemies, like a zebra and a lion. Mortal enemies. It's the mortal enemy of the zebra is the lion. The gazelle is the lion. You know what I'm saying? They just there's nothing that you can change about that. It's just the way it is, man. You know what I'm saying? And we just try to think somehow that's going to change. See, we need to have more of these conversations. You know, that way we can see what pisses you off, and then you can see what pisses us off. But it's not really about what pisses us off. It's all about what makes you mad. That's all we trying to find out. Well, how can we change? You know, that's like a damn, like a battered woman syndrome. That's what black people have. We have battered women syndrome. It's like, we want to be loved. We want to be Miss America, right? We want to be Miss America. We want to, make sure our hair is nice. Make sure our clothes look nice. Make sure our pants ain't hanging down. Make sure that we speak properly. Make sure that we look good and we look good on the eyes so we can seduce America into marrying us. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, and then when you do all of that, you make sure your hair is nice. You make sure your hair is nice and pressed and you got nice, clean clothes on, right? And then you go to that husband that we trying to marry. And you know what else he say? Man, well, can't you lose some weight? After you got everything in order, can't you lose some weight? Then you lose weight. I mean, you can't clean up around this place? It's like, and then it's like, well, tell me what I'm doing wrong so I can fix it. You know what I'm saying? We're like a battered woman in this relationship. Like, and we just keep going back. And everybody's like, yo, man, we don't need to go back. You shouldn't go back, man. Don't go back. We like, well, he ain't the same when he just like this because he's been drinking. He ain't usually like this. He's usually a nice person, man. Y'all don't know him like I know him. That's how we sound. We sound like a damn woman, a battered woman who just can't leave the damn dude who's beating the shit out of her. Salakia. Salakia for my language. You know what I mean? And that's us, and that's our thing here. You know what I'm saying? And then the millennials, I guess that's what you call them, the millennials. They think that they got this whole new way of doing things when the same thing that they're doing is the same thing the baby boomers was doing. The same thing the slaves was doing. They're trying to figure out a way that we could all come together on and be together. The new generation that's coming up, they ain't doing nothing. They don't got no new ideas. They got the same ideas that's been passed down for decade after decade after decade after decade after decade. They just doing it now with an app. They just doing it now with social media, but it's still the same. You know how I know? Because when we be at camp, it be the millennials coming at us too. And they love the oppressor even more than we do. You know what I mean? Even more than the older generations that came before them. They love them more. At least the older generations, they be like, hey, Mr. Charlie, hey, ha, 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 ha. Then as soon as they turn around, they like, get out of here, you goddamn cracker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At least back in the 50s and the 40s and all that, like we would just put on a front. But now the younger kids, they really do love them. They love them more than they love black people. Right. They'll spin the block twice. That's what they say. I'll spin the block, right? They'll spin the block on a nigga quick. You know what that mean, right? Nah, I just found this out. Spinning the block mean they'll come through and shoot up the block, right? But they'll spin it back twice, mean that, after they shoot the block up and you think it's all over, they'll go back around the block and come back again after everybody's kind of regrouping after the block got shot up, and they'll shoot the block up again. This to show you how much of demon time they on, right? They'll be on straight demon time with black people, right? No brotherhood, sisterhood at all. But when it comes to that oppressor, it's like, yes, sir. We're going to say, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? It's all about respect and we hold the oppressor, we hold the other nations in high esteem, and they hate our guts. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't stand on anything. We don't have brotherhood. We don't have sisterhood, right? But we need to, so that we can go into this next year not as bad as we came into this one. You know what I'm saying? The brothers and sisters that's in here now, stay in here. Get with the brothers, you know what I'm saying, in your city. You know what I'm saying? Wear out the steps of the school that's closest to you. You know what I'm saying? Get with those brothers, the sisters. Get in there, get in here with your sisters. You know what I'm saying? And have some damn sisterhood. You know what I'm saying? You can make it here. There ain't no damn excuses, man, for 2023. No damn excuses. Look, if you know better, you know if you haven't been coming to class, you know if you haven't been paying tithes, pay it. You know what I'm saying? You know if you haven't been coming to class, come to class. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be lazy anymore. Matter of fact, let me get one more scripture before I leave out the door. Let me get the ant. Hold on. Consider the ant. Let me bring that up. This can be the last scripture.
Proverbs.
Yeah, it's in Proverbs. I think it's in Proverbs 6. Hold on. This will be my last one. 6 and 6. Yeah, Proverbs 6 and 6. I'm starting to remember these joints, man. A little bit, Mataziala. I'm not I'm not a scripture champion.
Right.
But I will say that I do have, I can, Commander John Yohana be like, give me the one where it said Paul said, said this or they said that, and then brothers be like, oh, got it.
Concept.
Yeah.
Paraphrase is just enough so you can get there.
That's
for
right,
me.
man. You don't gotta, some brothers know it. Some brothers they great with a brother. What's that brother? Thumayum out of Florida. He be remembering scriptures. I be like, damn. Captain Tazariak good with that too. He be remembering the scriptures. That's why I say maybe the debating thing probably wouldn't be good. Like for me, it's probably be like if it's a debate for me, it'll be like I'll be like totally prepared with all my scriptures written down.
Right.
Where I'm gonna go, and I didn't listen to the counter argument already, 1,000 times before I even get to the debate. But like some brothers, they got the ability to just debate on the fly. Now me, I can do it at camp. Camp is like my thing, you know what I'm saying? That's my house, you know what I'm saying? So you come to the house, then I'm gonna, I ain't got this loud voice for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'll be in a battle. Hey, yo, give me the one where it says it's smoother than butter.
Right.
And I don't give a damn if I break the scripture down wrong. I'm still gonna win.
Right.
All right, you got it.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6, verse 6.
Mm-hmm.
Go to the ant, thou sluggard.
Mm-hmm.
Consider her ways and be wise.
It said go to the ant and consider what an ant does. You know what an ant does? When you look at an ant, is working. If you see one ant, you know what the one ant is doing? It's scouting. It's a scout ant. That ant is looking for, just seeing what it could go back and report back to the other ants, right? But when you see an ant is working. So if you a sluggard, just look at an ant, right? Keep going.
Verse 7, which having no guide, overseer, or ruler,
right,
provideth her meat in the summer and gathereth her food in the harvest.
Right, an ant don't got nobody over it. It's a damn worker ant, and it's working. It's constantly working. But you have a head. You know what I'm saying? We got a head. That's Christ. You know what I'm saying? But our ant doesn't even have all of those things that we have, and it's still working more than a sluggard. Can a woman be a sluggard? Damn right. Can a brother be a sluggard? Damn right. You know what I'm saying? And this is what it's talking about. Go ahead.
Verse 9. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep?
That's how we gotta be for 2023, man. You can't be sleep no more. Don't be sitting on the internet, man, in your drawers. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just think that you're gonna know something. And now, if you can't be down here because of health reasons or whatever, it's a good enough reason why you're not here, and then that's fine. But if you really can get down here, but you just don't feel like leaving the crib because it's cold outside, or you don't feel like leaving the crib because you just don't feel like coming out the house, then shame on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Get up and get out the house, man, and stop being a damn sluggard.
Damn right.
Keep going.
Verse 10. Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep.
That's like this. You know how you sit back like this? That's what a sluggard do all day. Just sit back, watching TV. You ain't doing nothing. You sitting home. You know what I mean? And this is why when we go into this new year, man, we gotta go into it right. We gotta make sure our brotherhood is stronger. If you're a brother, man, be more militant. Put a damn, start wearing fatigues up in here. You know what I mean? If you a sister, man, and you need some work to do, then find you some work to do. Go take the brothers some food out of camp. Figure out. Look, paint the damn school. Look, sisters can paint. What the hell? We didn't got to the point where sisters can't do that. Yeah, get down to the school. Find out what's going on. Look through the cans, the old cans, and throw out the old ones. Right. Clean the refrigerator out. That's always a big thing, right?
Right.
Put some waters in the refrigerator. Sweep the floor. You could do all kinds of stuff. Straighten up the closet. Clean the bathroom. It's all kinds of stuff that we could do in the truth. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Don't wait for somebody to tell you, hey, yo, you should do this. Oh, yeah, we can. Don't get in that mindset like, for a sister, don't get in that mindset, I don't want to do nothing in school because I can't teach. Like, there's plenty of other stuff you could do. Go ahead, figure out a way to get us a food program, get those cans out of Walmart. I keep saying that. Nobody do it. Figure out how to get them cans out of Acme and all them, get all that food out of there, man. You know what I mean? We got brothers that's doing it in different places, man. But yeah, get those 13,000 pounds of food. You know what I'm saying? Then we could first be fed, like the scriptures say. Let the children first be fed.
Right.
We get 13,000 pounds of food to give out, but we keep 10,000 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in the school get deep freezers. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
And we all fill them up, and then we give out 3,000 to the public. You get my point? But at least we're doing something. Everybody's working, and we're all doing it to strengthen the brotherhood and the sisterhood. All right. With that being said, man, I'm gonna go ahead and pass the class over to Priest and Officer Mataza Ya'Allah. No sweat. I got you right here. I got you. No, I was going to turn it over for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no sweat. Got you. All right. Salak. Oh, yeah, Salak. I got you right here.
All right. ISUPK security announcements. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and share themselves of the world. Interpretation and teaching will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister is interested in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:8-10, means 10th in Hebrew, Ma'ashra. That's 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Priest funds, free will offering for the priest. It's not mandatory. It's whatever amount you like to donate. Upcoming holy convocations. We have the Feast of Purim coming up. It'll be on March. I believe
it's in March, but I'm not sure the exact date.
I believe it's the 5th and 6th, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's the 5th and 6th. It's in March. And then we have the Passover coming up April 1st. So prepare now for the Passover. Book your flights, book your hotel rooms, do everything that you need to do before time. All right. Keep in mind also that if you're traveling, when we come back, we will be in the midst of the Feast of Unleavened. We'll be at the beginning of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, or whenever you come back, we'll be in the midst of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. So that means everything that has leaven needs to be out of your house. All right. With that being said, anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. Men of Israel, Majum. Men of Israel, Majum Shabbat. Majum, Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Barakatham.
Yazmatah. Sorry, meet your turn. We're going to get a sister courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Majum Shabbat. Majum, Barak.
Yahweh Shemar Alatham Hashem Yahushua.
Yazmatah. Class dismissed.
All right. Thank y'all. This is home.